Hello everybody, this is Kyrix with more Let's Play Harvest Moon Back to Nature, and this should be episode 49 unless I miss my count. Which means that I'm caught up to last week! Yay! Oh god, I'm trapped in this, aren't I? Oh well. Mildly eventful this week. We got 2 birthdays in the dog race. Dog might not win this time because I've kind of neglected him for an entire year. But again, I won last time rather handily, and I don't think intelligence decreases in this game. Affection, yes. Intelligence, not so much. Let me check a thing here. He still likes me a little bit. Horse fucking hates me. Horse hates me as much as it's possible for something that likes me to hate me. Almost done with Harvest Moon, yay! I love this game, but I'm done with it. So little actually happening now. Keep in mind, I sped through this pretty easily, but if you're playing an actual game and you don't have animals for whatever reason, winter becomes a very dull fucking month. Because all you can do is chop wood, and if for some reason you've never expanded your tools at all, there's nothing to do. There's no animals to feed, there's no crops to raise at all, you don't have the means to chop wood, all you can do is hit the mines. That's literally it. And I've long since cleaned that particular thing out. So, yeah. Last I checked, I haven't been yelled at yet for missing videos again, but today could be the day. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully, I think I might have made it clear that I'm going to be marathoning these as much as I could, and shit just kept coming up. Not always good shit, like good excuses. Like, oh, I had to go visit my friend, or go see mom, or whatever. But stupid shit like, well, Pokemon Sun's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah. I will admit, not gladly, not proudly, but I will definitely admit that Pokemon Sun is a big reason for the schedule slip. But let's face facts. Every Let's Player does it. Almost everyone that I've watched for any length of time is like, oh, I'm sorry, I haven't done anything, but new game here just came out and I've been playing it non-stop. We all fucking do it. Hell, you non-Let's Players do it. I know you do. So please don't get mad. But I'm hoping, with this out of the way, I can start fucking pounding into other shit that needs to be done. Like, I will get a move on Suikoden 2, I will start Shadows of Mordor, I will start Force Unleashed, I will start XCOM The Bureau, new game, just got it, yesterday as a matter of fact. I will start, Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Got that. Not supposed to have it yet, it's a Christmas present, but I fucking know what it is. You know? But I just got that yesterday from my friend. He bought it on Black Friday and told me about it. Because he asked, like, what games do you like? What games do you own? What games do you want? That kind of thing. And I chose Lego Force Awakens. Because I love Lego Star Wars. Even the much harder Lego Clone Wars, I fucking love. So yeah, now that Skinner has moved away, and the odds of him coming back and finishing Lego Clone Wars with me are almost non-existent. I mean, he would have to come back to Florida for a big event, basically stay for the week, and us marathon this in order for it to get done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Lego Clone Wars, the Lego Clone Wars co-op. And I'm going to do my own playthrough and release that. You know, I'll keep that. I might release it as a special feature. But other than that, otherwise it'll never get done. I thought about having Anubis jump in to sub, but he's broke And while I don't necessarily mind making the trip down to like where he lives, just in general, I do not really have it in me to force him to make that same trip to come up here and do recordings with me. And the buses are a nightmare, and he doesn't exactly have a lot of bus fare. So I'm going to put a lot of our co-ops on hold. So I'm going to be doing lots of solo shit, which makes me sad. I don't like necessarily doing solo shit. Now, if these LEGO games were playable online, I'd fucking find a friend who has it, like, hey, Eisen, you want to do this with me? Hey, Sammy, get your PS3. Play Legos with me. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'll enter the dog. There's nothing else to do otherwise. But, yeah, there's a lot of games I want to break in and just tear into. Like Shadows of Mordor, that was Christmas present from, like, last year or something, or maybe 2 years ago. Lego Force Awakens, this year's Christmas present. XCOM The Bureau, my freebie from Gamefly. Force Unleashed, a game I've been wanting to do for ages and just bought the DLC for. Force Unleashed 2. Suikoden 2. Gotta finish Xenoverse, gotta finish Battle of Z, all this stupid shit that's lined up that needs to be dealt with, you know? Just a bunch of things that I've got ready. And then there's the big projects like Azure Dreams and Star Ocean 2. Shit that will take, like, 5 months, potentially, to do. And it just goes from there. It just goes on and on from there. And I'm also thinking mechanically what I can do for Tales of Symphonia. Because originally, when Skinner was still living here, it was much easier. Because I could get him, I could get Anubis, and I could find a 4th person to join in, and we'd do a 4-player game, mostly blind, or at least half blind, you know, because me and Skinner have beaten it, but some of the others have not. And I want to just get around to getting that, but right now, I don't think I'm going to be able to come up with 3 other people to game with, for obvious reasons. So doing a blind in that way, I don't think I can do. But what I might be able to do is arrange for a big, basically, Skype party. Play the game myself, send it to everyone, and get their blind reactions. But that requires a lot of editing work for Eisen. And I don't even know if he's had time to do the episodes we've done in Metroid yet. So, no rush. And I know I'm doing the old thing that I created this week in Kyrix to do, which is talk about other projects. But we've long since talked about pretty much everything that can be talked about in this game. I've done it all. There's nothing left to discuss. There we go, there's Doug's fish for tomorrow. But, yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those, but this is almost over. I'm almost done. I've got just a couple more episodes. Could be done within the next 2 or 3 hours. Hell, well, no, it's almost 11, but say, hell, I can be done before noon. Not going to be done before noon. Be done shortly after noon, maybe, especially if I don't have to take any more breaks, like a bathroom break or something, I don't know. But, yeah, big, long project. Couple schedule slips, but I'll finish it before the year's out and have it uploaded. And everything else will be back on track. And then I can move on to other projects and get those recorded and get those slotted in and uploaded and get back the fuck on track. Good. Don't mind that noise. I'm just looking at the line of succession for the Trump presidency. It's like, okay, if something happens here, this person gets it. Someone happens here. And I just don't like the looks of it. You know? Oh, fuck that, hey. You know, one of the things that living in Crystal River taught me is how weird it is to not see grass everywhere. That's something a lot of us take for granted is grass, you know? And that's something that caught me by surprise when you were talking, I forget what it was, but they were talking about like old dinosaur movies and shit. And mentioning the fact that one of the huge inaccuracies is the grass. Like, grass didn't come about until like Ice Age times, and I'm thinking, wow, a world without grass, that's weird. Meanwhile, the people who live out in the fucking desert are like, grass? What's grass? You spoiled shit, what the fuck's grass? But no, that's something that never occurred to me. That's just something that, as a child, I always took for granted, that yards had grass. Period. Because they did. Where I lived, every yard had fucking grass in it. You know, even if it was shitty grass, you still had grass. But I, for a year, lived in dirt with little pine needle grass, you know, that kind of grass. And some very, very strange, exotic-y little flowering plants that were covered with spines that stung the fuck out of me. And it took me like a month or two to finally figure out what plant it was that kept tagging me, you know? Gotta be walking barefoot suddenly, oh my god! Incredible pain! And look and not see anything, because we didn't have sand spurs. That's another thing that shook me, is no sand spurs? I'd rather have had the sand spurs. I can dig those out. But no, I finally figured out what the plants were and started uprooting them where I found them. And clearing out my areas, and of course new ones just fucking grew in. It also helped that they were covered in the hairs, the spiny hairs. So even with work gloves, if I squeeze too hard, they tag me through the fucking gloves. And if I use, say, pliers, chances are I just break the plant off and make it even harder to get the rest of it out. You know? Not fun. Not fun at all. Alright. Dog time. Hello. Hannah's gonna get her ass kicked by my dog. It's called fetch. Most dogs are a little stupid about fetch. They fetch but do not retrieve, and when they do retrieve, they do not return. I'm with you. I love my kitty cats. I have a dog, and I love my dog. But I do take better care of the kitty cats. It also helps that the dog just seems to hate food in general. He likes to, or she likes to rather. Sorry, I was on what she was saying. She hates her dog food and she wants cat food. Until I feed her the cat food, then she doesn't want that. And it doesn't help that the cats will get on the floor and eat all the food in her bowl, so she has nothing, and then they'll get on the table and graze on their own shit. No, man, my dog is not gonna run. He's gonna win. You know what would have made this game better? If Stu and May grew up a little bit, like, say, in the final year she runs with the dog. It's been 3 years, woman! How much do you suck? That's the problem, is once you've won one of these, you've basically won them all. And I don't mean one thing in general, I mean like once you've won the dog race, they're all the same. Oh, I got a desk. Tell me when it's safe to... That's what I'm doing, dude. God. Isn't Hannah number 6? No, Hannah's like number 5, I think. Putchie! Yeah. Yeah, obviously there are people from other towns that we just don't see. I guess that's where the babies come from. Shit. Wow, he's smarter than I thought he was. Oh well, doesn't matter. I won last year. I'm beyond caring. I briefly thought, maybe I could reset. Why? Why do this again? I don't care. I'm beyond caring. My give a shit has run dry. Completely dry. I no longer give a shit. Dogs don't always fight that much. I was at the Soggy Doggy event, and oh my god, there were at least 50 dogs there, just everywhere, just running loose and playing and being dogs, and it was wonderful. It was a lot of fun. I'm not even a dog person, but that was fun. Oh, and I'm like, that's why it's Wednesday. But I really enjoyed taking the dog there. Dog had a little bit of fun. She had less fun when I started tossing her ass into the pool. She would have had more fun if I was allowed to swim with her. Because I would have. I'd have totally swam with the dog. Not sure if she'll be going with me on New Year's. I think she has to stay home. Not sure if we're staying overnight either. If we are, she might have to come. But I can always just bring her box, or her crate with me, rather. Well, we've got fucking 2 weeks to figure the mechanics of that out, so no biggie. We'll have that figured out. As a matter of fact, I could probably call the guy today and talk to my roommates when he gets home, she wakes up, about what we're going to do about Maya. Shouldn't be a big deal, though. Either she'll stay home in her crate and we'll leave in the morning. What are you girls fighting over? Neither of you have done anything. I think Betsy woke up and realized that Willow was sleeping across from her and got pissed about it. God, you girls fight over everything. But yeah, it's... as long as we leave early in the morning, it should be fine to crate her, you know? I'd rather not, but that's kind of why we have the crate, so that at nighttime I can crate her, and in the morning I walk her, you know? She lucked out, though. Last night she didn't have to be crated. Keep in mind, as I say this is being recorded on the 14th of December, 2016. So basically, everything from, I think, 47 on, or is it 4? No, it's like 45 on, I think. No, it's 46. Sorry about that. Everything from 46 on has been the same day. But last night she lucked out. I was so exhausted from the past couple days that I didn't have the energy to put her in her crate. So I just fell asleep and she got to sleep next to me on the bed like she likes to do. She's a cuddler. Problem is, I'm not used to being around dogs that cuddle. Because even when I had dogs, they were fucking labs and goldies. Big dogs that don't necessarily cuddle like a Chihuahua does. Chihuahua is like a furry love tumor. They just kind of attach themselves to your side and grow there. But, hey! It's enough of that. She wasn't doing shit to you. But yeah, I'm not used to cuddly dogs. I'm used to cats cuddling, but cats cuddle in a very different way. When a cat cuddles, they'll snuggle with you for anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour and then go off and do their own thing, depending on how aggressively cuddly your cat is and whether or not they fall asleep there. This dog will sleep the entire day away. If I lay on that bed and allow her to, she will sleep until she either needs to pee, shit, or eat. And she will not stop. She'll just lay there all day. Happy birthday, Mr. Innkeeper Man Doug. You're welcome. And it occurs to me that I completely forgot to bring Kano his wine after his birthday like I was gonna do. Ah, well, fuck it. It's not like I ever see the guy. I hate that there are characters that you never fucking see. Like, you would be forgiven for not knowing that Kano and Lewis are people in this game. You'd sure as hell be forgiven for not knowing that Greg existed. Because there's literally no reason, unless you're a fisherman, to go to the beach at that hour, and you can't be a fisherman until you've met Greg. So yeah, just kind of silly to me. But yeah, unless you go to the mayor's house, you'll never see Kano. And unless you go to the woodcutter's cottage at certain times of the day on certain days, you'd never see Lewis, the fucking beekeeper guy. They never really come to events. I think Lewis goes to one event, but I don't remember what it is. So how are you supposed to know these people exist unless you go into everyone's house all the time? And I'm sure there are players out there who are awesome and not terrible human beings like me who actually make friends with everyone and visit everyone at least once a week and bring them gifts at least once a week and shit. But I cannot. I compartmentalize too much. I get focused on the task of making the farm work. If I weren't so apathetic at this point in the game, because I had all that money and I had all the sales, I would have sold 100 of everything like I wanted to by the end of year 2. And at the start of year 3, I'd have just paved over the thing with grass and maybe some corn, or kept corn in the hothouse, which, come to think of it, was what I was gonna do. And just devoted the rest of my game, the entire last year, to making everyone infinitely fucking love me. Just gifts every day, making friends every day, that kind of thing. But there's nothing to it. And honestly, it's entirely possible that I have befriended everyone at this point with just the gifts and the birthdays, because I've missed very few of those even in the first year. I mean, I wasn't as good about it, like, once the second year I had my fucking schedule that told me, oh, it's this person's birthday, do a thing. You know? But even in year 1, I was reasonably good at getting birthdays down. So I mean, it's entirely possible that I've befriended them enough at this point, but if this were one of the other Harvest Moon games, I'd have had little heart symbols for them, like, oh, look, this person has 7 hearts, we're buddies, you know? And it's Friday, so nothing going on today. Wonder if I have any apples. It doesn't matter if I do. I'll just bring her some golden yarn. Because tomorrow is Ellen's birthday, Ellen being Ellie's grandmother. Ugh, apparently that serious shit's getting real ugly now. Not that I've really been following it, but I've been hearing enough to know that it's bad. But wow, apparently just Over 80 civilians just being shot by the government. That's fucking horrible. Oh, man. I don't know. On the one hand, I can definitely recognize the atrocity of that and definitely understand wanting it stopped. But on the other hand, I also don't necessarily believe that any country should be interfering in the sovereign act of any other country. But then again, that's some of the reason why invasions happen. Why, like, oh, we have to take this person out. But that almost never goes well. Because sometimes it just doesn't deal with the real problems. That being said, something needs to be done. I don't know what the fuck needs to be done. Because diplomacy doesn't seem to be cutting it, military action doesn't seem to be cutting it, I don't fucking know. And refugees, just having the refugees in isn't cutting it either. That's going poorly worldwide for multiple reasons. But I don't fucking know. That's why I'm glad I'm not a fucking world leader. Away with you, bovine! I've yarn to make. Also, kind of love how the white yarn comes out pink. Or the white wool comes out as pink yarn. I love that it not just yarns it for me, it dyes it for me too. Whew, this game's making me sleepy. Stupid winter music. It's a couple more episodes, Kyrex. You're almost done. We'll just pull aside here. He still looks like a mailman to me. I know he's a policeman, but he looks like a mailman. I'm here to deliver your mail. Also, arrest you. Alright, almost time to go in there. You know, this vaguely reminds me of something again from A Wonderful Life. There's an old lady in it. I don't remember her name, but I think she's like the grandmother of the little girl or something, and I think she has a husband, but I remember reading that in like the second year of the game, she dies of old age. I'm like, oh, that's so sad. I mean, on the one hand, having static characters that never really do anything is a plus. On the other hand, it kind of sucks that, like I said, May and Stu never grow. They never do anything, but it also means that Ellen's not going to just drop dead, no matter how many years you play. I could technically have still kept my original save from 2000 and been on, like, my 25th fucking year, my 57th year by now, and still had them be children and her be alive. Alright, we're going to end it here. See you next time, everyone. Bye-bye!